god, I can't wait for this to be over. Let's see here. Oh, hang on, I can just... So, in your head, play the circus sound. Or the sad trombone, I mean. Back up to where you fell. Okay, good to know. Well, it's not this route. Could I just walk past that? Oh well, now I know of the existence of those enemies, which not certain how to feel about their existence, but I have opinions, TM. I guess the one problem with taking a shortcut like this is you don't know if you are like going the right way or not. But I presume that this is the right way. Specify. That's very true. The problem is I know like a bunch of Final Fantasy themes simply because I've played Final Fantasy 14. Oh, hi! You are a boss arena? Okay. Wait, is there no bonfire in Los Angeles? I have no... Well, whoever that was, you're now dead. What was boss? Yeah, I kind of figured so much. You are real. Pyromancy Chaos Flame Whip. Neat. What I'm kind of worried about is that there is like no, or at least seemingly, no bonfire here. So I might have to do some backtracking here. Not boss POC, whatever that means. Okay. Are you meant to be floating like that? Guess so. Oh god, a boss fight. I'm with no... Oh, that's going to be a fun walk if I die. That is going to be a fun walk. Oh well. Because I can't... Oh, hang on, you have something. Isolith cat... I have no idea what I just killed, but apparently it had an Isolith catalyst. Easier than Manus. Okay. We're going down some stairs. Okay. Hello. Oh. Hello. What are your plans? I'm seeing stuff there. Do I have to like do stuff with that? I assume so. Ow. Oh, that was easy. Oh, it's on fire now. Okay, this is weird. Oh ye god, what the fuck is that? Ow. Could you not please? Could you not? Okay, so this looks less like a boss and more like parkour. Am I correct in saying that? That this is like less a boss and more parkour. Well, in that case, we're going to be beating him tonight. Like, there's no reason not to. Like, so, hang on. So tonight we went from the best boss that I fought in the game to this. Okay. Okay. I don't understand how the game can go from like amazing boss fights like what we just had to this. Like, I'll genuinely, like, all I need to do is parkour around them, which is probably still going to be a bit annoying the first time around, but like... And I didn't even, I will be honest, I wasn't even aware that I needed to think that, I needed to do that, what I just did. It's just that I'm like, I see massive magic thing and I, you know, try and kill it. Because that's what 28 years of gaming has taught me, is kill the magic glowing thing. Which is... You know what? I'm not even, I don't even want to say anything about it. There we go, thank you for the Twilight Knight. Like this and combined with like how Lost Isolis is, like it is such a small area from where we are running from, which, you know, maybe I'm like skipping the entirety of Lost Isolis, but like I'm assuming that the lava is still part of the Demon Ruins because every area has sort of like its own unique style attached to it. So I'm just, you know, making an assumption based on what the game, which might be a mistake, like trying to rely on what the game has taught me over the game, but it skips 2 bosses. I mean, it technically skips 1 boss. But like, if that's part of Lost Isolate, then this is by far the most underwhelming area of the game. Like, don't get me wrong, routes and stuff can be really interesting as a mechanic, but it just doesn't feel right. Like, this entire, like, the thing is that like with the same can be set up like catacombs, but there was still some form of progression there. You know, like you went from normal sized grave to like these massive graves that like where it feels like you're so immensely tiny, and here it's like lol nope. And here it's just like wee. Like it doesn't feel like there is a mechanical, like it doesn't feel like an environmental move away from anything. Yeah, I kind of feel it. I knew that. I kind of figured as much that it's skipped Fire Sage. It's just that, you know, we already killed it, so technically it only kills Centipede for us. Oh, and progress is saved as well. Oh, okay. Well, in that case. And there we go. Yeah, this is by far the most underwhelming boss. Like, it's not that it's bad or anything. The Lucilani won't be able to help. Okay, that is... Hi! That's double the fire now, I guess. Okay. Now what? So, like, now the real boss fight begins? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, okay. Oh god, this is just such a dumb boss fight. Because also I don't think it's like been saved again. Like, you could just brute force this boss. This is such a dumb boss fight. I honestly... Yeah, gravity sucks. This is just such... I'm not saying so dumb as in like hard, because it isn't. But like dumb as in the entire design of the fight. Like, let me rephrase that. The route to the boss fight is harder. Like, the route to here is harder than the actual boss. This is just like... There's also nothing to learn. It's just like, run the fuck away and try not to die. And that's it. You've won. It's just... This is like, just disappointing. That's fair enough, but I don't have bombs there at the moment. But yeah, this is by far the most underwhelming boss fight. I don't understand how we went from Artorias to this. I really don't. I'm trying to understand the logic that the game has, but I just can't. Like, it's almost as if you have like this party, and it's like one room where there's like music and sounds and everything is cool and amazing and fun. And then you move into the next room and like it's just dead. Like, there's no one, and the people even forgot that there was a party and forgot to put on music and everything. That's how the move from Artorias to Battle of Chaos feels. It's just, it's like I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. You know? Like, that's how it feels. It's like, I can't even be mad at this. Because to be mad implies that there's something to be mad about. And this is just, I'm just disappointed. That's it really. Like, just here, disappointed. Wait for 4 Kings. I have a bad feeling about 4 Kings. Anything else? Yeah, like I said, like, in order to be angry, you need to... anger implies that there's something to be angry about. There is just nothing even to be angry about in here, this fight. There's not even anything to be angry about in this fight. It's just sad. And same with pity. Like, with pity implies that there's something to be pitiful about, and that just isn't. You know? Like, I guess thematically it might make sense. Okay, so... What, you're going to be doing your own thing now? Oh no! We died! How horrible! Well, now it's... The other thing is, like, it isn't even revealed until you run up to it. I can see people be stuck there and be like, I don't know how to progress. And then, you know, randomly run up towards the boss and be like, oh, okay, because the boss isn't even teaching you that. There is, like, nothing to be taught in this boss. It's... is it even a boss? It's not even that. I kind of want to say, it's like, just run straight to the middle and you've won. The only reason that I didn't run straight to into the middle is because I wasn't sure of where I needed to go next. But, yeah. I honestly don't know what to say to this boss. Like, even the Estus, even the Asylum Demon is harder, and you get like a head start on that fight. Like, the thing with the Asylum Demon is that with the Asylum Demon there's something to learn. Like, it is your introduction into the game. You need to kill it in order to progress. So that in and of itself is like, it teaches a lot in like a very short amount of time. Whereas with Battle of Chaos, it's just like, I guess thematically it might make sense. I don't know what the lore behind the Battle of Chaos is. I mean, if you've ever played Zelda in your life, you should know that you should just kill the giant attacky orbs. See, this is something that I can be like, okay, I understand why I died. Because, you know, I was an idiot. I was an idiot. But it's just, like I said, it's just the entire boss. Like, the road to the boss is harder than the boss itself. And the only reason I keep dying is because I just don't care. Like, with Artorias, I cared. The fight was, you know, fair and challenging, and learning his moves was a skill that was so immensely rewarding. And it's a skill that can then be used, you know, for later fights. And with Battle of Chaos, like, I can't even be bothered to keep myself alive. But like, how would people not detect the glowing orbs? It's a massive glowing orb. Like, I assume people have played other games before they started playing Dark Souls. I mean, that's my assumption. I'm not certain how true it is. Bit of a satyr which is capable of being introduced. I mean, I guess, like I said, thematically, I guess it makes sense, but you know, like, you kind of need to be able to balance thematic fight. I guess Ganon is a good example. Like, Ganon is a thematic fight. It is meant to show just how far you as the player have come, that you can beat this massive angry demon in like a very short amount of time. But it still has mechanics attached to it, other than hide and start and keep on running. And it's what I also meant with, like, the glowing orbs. It's like, we've all played Zelda games before, right? I assume that Dark Souls is not the first ever game you play. Because if it is, then oh boy, I feel for you. But like, we've all played video games before. When you see a massive glowing thing, you hit it. That's like rule 1 of video games. From Ornstein and Smog. Is this meant to be the next fight in like the chain? Hang on, are you seriously telling me that, like, you are meant to do Battle of Chaos first from Ornstein and Smog? Because the game is, like, not at all designed around that idea. If they wanted this to be the cooldown fight, they should not have allowed you to go into like any of the other areas. Like, this could be the very final fight you do out of like all of the souls. Like, imagine that for a second, and this is your last fight. Like, you know, like, you've beaten all the other Lord Souls, and then this. Yay, I guess. And the other thing is, like, yeah, thematic fights can exist, but most often they're the final fight of a game. And for good reason. I mean, I'm just dying because I don't care. I honest to God do not give a shit. Like, I'm not even bothering to dodge. I just do not give a shit. Not that I would even, you know how to avoid it, but who cares? Like, if you run, you win. I guess I can kind of see that, but like I said, like, these kinds of thematic fights are normally the last fight in a game. You know, like, something I can think of is like, Christ, that's a good one. I mean, I'm saying it right now, but I mean, I want to say Fallout, but Fallout is like its own special series. So I'm going to throw in Final Fantasy. Fuck it. So Final Fantasy 14 2.0. So branch under the floor just of center. Yeah, I was kind of running towards that, but I couldn't be bothered to dodge her attacks because why would you? Doesn't matter. Like I said, the run towards Battle of Chaos is harder than Battle of Chaos. And you might on YouTube right now. You might be on YouTube and going like, wow, but he is still dying a lot of it. I'm like, yeah, because I don't give a shit. Like with Artorias, I gave a shit. You know. Like the thing is, so with Artorias, I give a shit about surviving because it's like a mano fight, and like with all the other bosses as well. Not a victim of the main fort. Yeah, the problem is it's still one of them. Like, it's still 25% of the Lord Souls. You know, like, is it indicative? No, but it's still 25% of the Lord Souls. And as a result, you know. Like, that's my problem with this. If this was like the first fight or something to kind of lure you into a false sense of security, or if this was like the last fight, I would have understood it. But not this. No, whoops. Oh, I fell down. No, no. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for like just complaining, but I'm just flabbergasted. But hey, I've said enough about that. But yeah, like a good example of like a fight that is easy is Final Fantasy 14 2.0. So like the current Final Fantasy 14 experience. Where like after you beat the Ultima, which is the main villain of like the base game, you then go ahead and fight La Habrea, and La Habrea is piss easy. But it is, you know, it is a fun kind of piss easy because you've just now fought this massive thing that has like that like uses mechanics of all the bosses that you fought before. Or like uses the mechanics of like the 3 trials that you've done before this point. So as a result, it feels like you've earned it. You know, like you have earned. Figuring a moment to get hotspot. Yeah, I was, yeah, like I said. So like that's like an example of like good fight. The thing is for me, an easy fight isn't a bad fight, but it most often works in like either as like the first fight of a game or the last fight of a game. And then there's obviously something like Kirby, but like that is, I feel like Kirby is less about the difficulty, more about just feel good. Like Kirby is just feel good stuff. You know, like you play Kirby because you've had a long day at work and you just want to play something like really, really fun and something that's like colorful and that isn't too difficult and you just want to have a good time. You know, that's Kirby games for me. And it's definitely one of my favorite series as a result. It's like, it isn't hard, it isn't difficult, it's just you and a fluffy pink ball having some good vibes together. I will say this though, like the area itself looks really neat. I'll definitely give the area points for looking neat. But yeah, dying to a magic tree. Such shame. I'm truly shameful. I assume that you can like still get hurt by the things over here, but keep to the middle. God. Alright, Battle of Chaos, let's do it. Take 2. Gravity is the bigger enemy here. Gravity is absolutely the bigger enemy. So anyway, hope everyone is having a lovely day. Yeah, the nightmare was almost over. I mean, like I said, I'll be there tonight. Like, I don't care how long it takes. You know, I don't care how many times I die to gravity. But yeah, like, the thing with something like Kirby, and like, easy games aren't bad at all, and I think they absolutely have a place in the gaming landscape. You know, like I said, stuff like Kirby. Or Pokemon, like, if you don't go into the post-game. You know, those are like really, and Mario as well. It's like, they're easy games, they're nice, they're relaxing, something you don't have to think too much about. You know, you get yourself a cup of hot cocoa, you put on a nice hot blanket, and you just have some lovely fun times. Or a cup of tea, of course. And it is just, you know. But the thing is, when the difficulty is meant to be like with Dark Souls, then there is no such, like, there's nothing wrong with thematic fights. There are a lot of fights that are easy but thematic. But there is no build-up. I feel like one of the other problems is there is no build-up to this thematic fight. You see all of these... Ow. You know, like... Seriously? Oh. It's like I don't need the Estus Strikes for anything else. Somehow the battle scales is the road to battle scales is giving me more territories. I honestly don't even know what to say at the moment. The vibe has kind of gone all the way. Yeah, I think I put this in. Yeah, absolutely. And like, I'm not trying to complain just to kill time. It's just like, this is my honest reaction to what I've seen. It's like, yeah, it isn't fun, but hey, let's move on to a different topic. I might as well talk about Better Call Saul. Hiya, Bed of Chaos. How are you doing this fine evening? Okay, so, now where do we go? Oh, never mind. I thought I had to go in there. Well, there we go. Like I've never seen all of them. I mean, there we go. Defeat a Bed of Chaos. Lord Saul, humanity. Neat. Light a bonfire, sure. So, I mean, Better Call Saul has been like an absolutely... it's been an amazing 6 seasons so far. Like, we are getting a lot of like closure on stuff. But what I really want to talk about is about how the ending of Season 6, Episode 7